The book of Nehemiah, chapter 1. The words of Nehemiah, the son of Hakaliah, now in the month Chislev, in the 20th year, as I was in Susa, the palace, Hananiah, one of my brothers, came, he and certain men out of Judah, and I asked them about the Jews who had escaped, who were left of the captivity, and concerning Jerusalem. They said to me, the remnants who are left of the captivity there in the province are in great affliction and reproach. The wall of Jerusalem is also broken down, and its gates are burned with fire. When I heard these words, I sat down and wept and mourned several days, and I fasted and prayed before the God of heaven, and said, I beg you, Yahweh, the God of heaven, the great and awesome God, who keeps covenant and loving kindness with those who love him and keep his commandments. Let your ear now be attentive and your eyes open, that you may listen to the prayer of your servant, which I pray before you at this time, day and night, for the children of Israel, your servant, while I confess the sins of the children of Israel, which we have sinned against you. Yes, I and my father's house have sinned. We have dealt very corruptly against you, and have not kept the commandments, nor the statutes, nor the ordinances, which you commanded your servant Moses. Remember, I beg you, the word that you command your servant Moses, saying, if you trespass, I will scatter you among the peoples. But if you return to me and keep my commandments and do them, though you outcast were in the outmost part of the heavens, yet I will gather them from there and will bring them to the place that I have chosen to cause my name to dwell there. Now, these are your servants and your people, whom you have redeemed by your great power and by your strong hand. Lord, I beg you, let your ear be attentive now to the prayer of your servants and to the prayer of your servants who delight to fear your name. And please prosper your servant today and grant him mercy in the sight of this man. Now I was cupbearer to the king. Chapter 2. In the month Nisan, in the 20th year of Artaxerxes the king, when wine was before him, I picked up the wine and gave it to the king. Now I had not been sad before in his presence. The king said to me, why is your face sad, since you are not sick? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Then I was very much afraid. I said to the king, let the king live forever. Why shouldn't my face be sad when the city, the place of my father, storms lies waste and its gates have been consumed with fire? Then the king said to me, what is your request? So I prayed to the God of heaven. I said to the king, if it pleases the king, and if your servant has found favor in your sight, I ask that you would send me to Judah, to the city of my father, Stones, that I may build it. The king said to me, the queen was also sitting by him, how long will your journey be? When will you return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I set a time for him. Moreover, I said to the king, if it pleases the king, let letters be given to me to the governor beyond the river, that they may let me pass through until I come to Judah, and a letter to Asphar, the keeper of the king's forest, that he may give me timber to make beams for the gates of the citadel by the temple, for the wall of the city, and for the house that I will occupy. The king granted my request because of the good hand of my God on me. Then I came to the governor beyond the river and gave them the king's letter. Now the king had sent captains of the army and horsemen with me. When Sambalta the Horonite and Tobiah the Ammonite servant heard of it, it grieved them exceedingly, because a man had come to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. So I came to Jerusalem and was there 3 days. I arose in the night, and I and a few men with me. I didn't tell anyone what my God put into my heart to do for Jerusalem. There wasn't any animal with me except the animal that I rode on. I went out by night by the valley gate toward the jackal's wall, then to the dung gate, and I inspected the walls of Jerusalem, which were broken down, and its gates were consumed with fire. Then I went on to the spring gate and to the king's pool, but there was no place for the animal that was under me to pass. Then I went up in the night by the brook and inspected the wall, and I turned back and entered by the valley gate, and so returned. The rulers didn't know where I went or what I did. I had not as yet told it to the Jews nor to the priests. nor to the nobles, nor to the rulers, nor to the rest who did the work. Then I said to them, you see the bad situation that we are in, how Jerusalem has waste, and its gates are burned with fire. Come, let's build up the wall of Jerusalem that we won't be disgraced. I told them about the land of my God, which was good on me, and also about the king's word that he has spoken to me. They said, let's rise up and build. So they strengthened their hands for the good work. But when Sanballat the Horonite, Tobiah the Amorite, servants, and Geshem the Arabah heard it, they ridiculed us and despised us and said, what is this thing that you are doing? Will you rebel against the king? Then I answered them and said to them, the God of heaven will prosper us. Therefore, we, his servants, will arise and build, but you have no portion, nor right, nor memorial in Jerusalem. Chapter 3. Then Elisheba, the high priest, rose up with his brothers, the priests, and they built the sheep gate. They sanctified it and set up its door. They sanctified it even to the tower of Hamada, to the tower of Hannah, next to him. The men of Jericho built next to them. Zakua, the son of Imre, built. The sons of Hamasha built the fish gate. They laid its beam and set up its door, its bolts and its bars. Next to them, Moromoto, the son of Uriah, the son of Hazaka, made repairs. Next to them, Meshula, the son of Becherka, the son of Meshashaba, made repairs. Next to them, Zadok, the son of Bana, made repairs. Next to them, the Takkolas made repairs, but their nobles didn't put their necks to the Lord's work. Johado, the son of Asher, and Meshullo, the son of Besodiah, repaired the old gate. They laid its beam and set up its door, its balls and its bars. Next to them, Melata the Gibeshar and Judah the Meruto, the men of Gibeon and of Mizpah, repaired the residence of the governor beyond the river. Next to him, Uzziel, the son of Hariah, goldsmith, made repairs. Next to him, Hannah, one of the perfumers, made repairs, and they fortified Jerusalem, even to the wide wall. Next to them, Raphael, the son of Hur, the ruler of half the district of Jerusalem, made repairs. Next to them, Jadar, the son of Haruma, made repairs across from his house. Next to him, Hatushu, the son of Harashaba, made repairs. Mekaro, the son of Haran, and Hashubu, the son of Paratamum, repaired another portion, and the tower of the furnace. Next to him, Shalom, the son of Harushu, the ruler of half the district of Jerusalem. He and his daughters made repairs. Hanuno and the inhabitant of Zanao repaired the valley gate. They built it and set it doors, its bolts and its bars, and 1,000 cubits of the wall to the dung gate. Malakaja, the son of Rechab, the ruler of the district of Beth Hara, repaired the dung gate. He built it and set up its doors, its bolts and its bars. Shalom, the son of Kuhaza, the ruler of the district of Mizhava, repaired the spring gate. He built it, covered it, and set up its doors and its bolts and its bars. And he repaired the wall of the pool of Shalah by the king's garden, even to the stairs that go down from David's city. After him, Nehemiah, the son of Azubak, the ruler of half the district of Beth Zur, made repairs to the place opposite the tombs of David, and to the pool that was made, and to the house of the mighty men. After him, the Levite, Rehu, the son of Bani, made repairs next to him. Hasheba, the ruler of half the district of Caleb, made repairs for his district. After him, their brothers, Bavele, the son of Haned, the ruler of half the district of Kelah, made repairs. Next to him, Ezra, the son of Jeshua, the ruler of Mizapha, repaired another portion across from the Essen to the Amori at the turning of the wall. After him, Baruch, the son of Zabua, earnestly repaired another portion from the turning of the wall to the door of the house of Elisheba, the high priest. After him, Meremo, the son of Uri, the son of Hazakah, repaired another portion from the door of the house of Elishab, even to the end of the house of Elishib. After him, the priests, the men of the surrounding area made repairs after them. Benjamin and Hashaba made repairs across from their house. After them, Arzara, the son of Masera, Azariah, the son of Nehemiah, made repairs beside his own house. After him, Binu, the son of Henadel, repaired another portion from the house of Azariah to the turning of the wall and to the corner. Palla, the son of Uzziah, made repairs opposite the turning of the wall and the tower that stands out from the upper house of the king, which is by the court of the guard. After him, Pedaiah, the son of Parosh, made repairs. Now the temple servant lived in Opah to the palace opposite the water gate toward the east and the tower that stands out. After him, the Tekoes repaired another portion opposite the great tower that stands out onto the wall of Ophel. Above the house gate, the priest made repairs, every one across from his own house. After them, Zadok, the son of Iman, made repairs across from his own house. After him, Shema, the son of Shinkana, the keeper of the gate of the east gate, made repairs. After him, Hananiah, the son of Shelema, and Huno, the sixth son of Zebariah, repaired another portion. After him, Meshullah, the son of Berer, made repairs across from his room. After him, Maluchod, one of the goldsmiths to the house of the temple servant and of the merchants, made repairs opposite the gate of Hampikad and to the ascent of the corner. Between this ascent of the corner and the sheep gate, the goldsmith and the merchant made repairs. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 4. But when Sanballat heard that we were building the wall, he was angry and was very indignant and mocked the Jews. He spoke before his brothers and the army of Samaria and said, "What are these feeble Jews doing? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they finish in a day? Will they revive the stones after the heaps of rubbish since they are burned?" Now Tobiah the Amorite was by him, and he said, what they are building, if a fox climbed up it, he would break down their stone wall. Hear our God, for we are despised. Turn back their reproach on their own head. Give them up for a plunder in a land of captivity. Don't cover their iniquity. Don't let their sin be blotted out from before you, for they have insulted the builders. So we built the wall, and all the wall was joined together to half its height, for the people had a mind to walk. But when Sanballat, Tobiah, the Arabians, the Amorites, and the Ashdodite heard that the repairing of the walls of Jerusalem went forward, and that the breaches began to be filled, they were very angry, and they all conspired together to come and fight against Jerusalem, and to come cause confusion among us. But we made our prayers to our God, and set a watch against them day and night because of them. Judah said, "The strength of the bearers of burden is fading, and there is much rubble, so that we are not able to build a wall." Our adversaries said, "They will not know or see until we come in among them and kill them, and cause the work to cease." When the Jews who lived by them came, they said to us, 10 times from all places, "Wherever you turn, they will attack us." Therefore I set guards in the lowest parts of the space behind the wall. In the open places, I set the people by family, groups with their sword, their spears, and their bows. I looked and rose up and said to the nobles, to the rulers, and to the rest of the people, "Don't be afraid of them. Remember the Lord, who is great and awesome, and fight for your brothers, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your houses." When our enemies heard that it was known to us, and God had brought their counsel to nothing, all of us returned to the wall, everyone to his work. From that time forth, half my servants did the work, and half them held the spears, the shield, the bows, and the coals of meal, and the rulers were behind all the house of Judah. Those who built the wall and those who bore burdens loaded themselves. Everyone with one of the hands did the work, and with the other hand held his weapon. Among the builders, everyone wore his sword at his side, and so built. He who sounded the trumpet was by me. I said to the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people, "The work is great and widely spread out, and we are separated on the wall. far from one another. Wherever you hear the sound of the trumpet, rally there to us. Our God will fight for us. So we did the work. Half of the people held the spears from the rising of the morning until the stars appeared. Likewise, at the same time, I said to the people, let everyone with his servant lodge within Jerusalem, that in the night they may be guide to us, and may labor in the day. So neither I, nor my brothers, nor my servant, nor the men of the guard who followed me took off our clothes. Everyone took his weapon to the water. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 5. Now there was a great weeping of the people and their wives against their brothers, the Jews. For there were those who said, we and our sons and daughters are many, so let us take up the horn, that we may eat and live. There were also those who said, we must exploit our lands, our vineyard, and our houses, and take up the horn for famine. There were also those who said, we have borrowed money for the king's tribute on our lands and our vineyard. Now our flesh is like that of our brethren, and our children like their children. And behold, we bring into subjection our sons and our daughters as servants, and there are of our daughters now in subjection, and there is no power in our hands, for other men have our lands and our vineyard. Then I became very angry when I heard their cry and these words. I thought in my mind and rebuked the princes and the rulers, and said to them, you lay burdens each one upon his brothers, and I have set a great assembly against them. And I said to them, we, according to our ability, have redeemed our brethren who were sold to the Gentiles. And will you still sell your brethren, or will they be sold in turn? Then they kept silent and could not answer. I also said, what you are doing is not good. Should you not walk in the fear of our God because of the reproach of the heathen, our enemies? Since I and my brothers and my servant lend them money and horns, please let them get rid of this burden. Return to them this day, I pray you, their lands, their vineyards, their olives, and their houses, and return the 100th part of their silver, horn, wine, and oil that you have collected from them. Then they said, we will return it, and not demand it from them. We will do as you said. Then I called the priests and made them swear that they would act according to this promise. Then I shook my Lapa and said, let God shake from his house and from his work anyone who does not fulfill this promise, and so let him be shaken and emptied. And all the congregation said, amen, and praised the Lord. The people fulfilled the promise. From the time that the king appointed me to be the baker in the land of Judah, from the 20th year until the 213th year of King Artashshad, that is 2 years, I and my brothers did not eat the baker's bread, for the former governors before me had been responsible to the people and had taken bread and wine from them, as well as 14 shekels of silk, yea, and their servants commanded the people, but I did not, for fear of God. Indeed, I fortified part of the building site of these walls, and we did not buy land, and all my servants came here together to work. Moreover, at my table there were 150 people, including rulers and rude, who had come here from the pagans around every day, and 6 choice sheep and bears were prepared, and in 10 days there was plenty of wine for everyone. But for all this I did not require the bread of food, for slavery was severe for these people. Remember me, O my God, in kindness, according to all that I have done for these people. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 6. When Sanballat, Tobiah, Shazam, the Arab, and the rest of our enemies came to know that I had built the walls and that there were no more breaches, although at that time I had not yet put sticks in the gates, then Sanballat and Shashim sent to me, saying, Come that we may assemble in the villages of the plain of Ono. And they thought to harm me. Therefore I sent messengers to them, saying, I have a great work to do and cannot come down. Why should the work cease while I leave it and come to you? Nevertheless, they sent for me 4 times in this way, and I answered them in the same way. Then Sanballat his servant sent for me in the 5th time in this way, with an open letter in his hand, where it was written, It has been reported among the heathen, and Gashum has said it, that you and the Israelites were thinking of rebelling. Therefore you build the wall and will be there king according to these words. You also commanded the prophets to preach of you in Jerusalem, saying, There is a king in Judah, and now according to these words it shall come to the ears of the kings. Come therefore and let us take counsel together. Then I sent to him, saying, It was not done according to the words you spoke, because you wrote them with your own hand. For all opposed, saying, Their hands will be weakened by the work, and it will not be done. Now therefore encourage me. And I came to the house of Shemaiah, the son of Delaiah, the son of Methabiel, and he shut himself in, saying, Go into the house of God together in the midst of the temple, and shut the doors of the temple, for they will come and kill you. Yea, by night they will come and kill you. Then I said, Should a man like me flee? Who is he like me who wants to enter the temple to lie? I will not enter. Well, I found that God had not sent him, but that he had uttered this prophecy against me, because Tobiah and Sanballat had hired him. Therefore he was consigned that I should be betrayed and do so, and sin, and that they should have good tidings to reproach me. My God, remember Tobiah and Sanballat according to their works, and also Noadiah the prophet, and the other prophets who wanted to put me in danger. Nevertheless, the wall was finished on the 5th and 12th day of Elul in 2 days and 50, when all our enemies learned of it, that is, all the pagans who were in the vicinity, they were afraid, and their courage failed, because they knew that this work had been done by our God. In those days there were many princes in Judah, whose letters went to Tobiah, and Tobiah's letters went to them. For there were many in Judah who were faithful to him, for he was the son of Shechaniah, the son of Arah, and his son Jonathan had the daughter of Mesullam, the son of Berechiah. Yes, they spoke in his praise before me and reported my words to him, and Tobiah sent letters to put me in aware. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 7. When the walls were built and I had prepared the harbors, the porters, the singers, and the Levites were appointed, I commanded my brother Hannah and Hananiah, prince of the palace of Jerusalem, for he was undoubtedly a faithful man and feared God for many things. I commanded my brother Hannah and Hananiah, prince of the palace of Jerusalem, for he was undoubtedly a faithful man and feared God for many things. And I said to them, Do not open the gates of Jerusalem until the dawn of the sun, and while they are passing through, close the gate and fasten them. And I established walls among the inhabitants of Jerusalem, everyone in his wall, and everyone out against his house. Now the city was large and numerous, but the people were few, and the house were not bought. My God put it into my heart to gather the princes, the leaders, and the people to count their genealogies, and I found a book of the genealogies of those who had come before, and I found written in it, These are the sons of the province who came from the captivity that had been taken away, which Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, had taken away, and who returned to Jerusalem and to Judah, each to his own city. Those who came with Zerubbabel, Jeshua, Nehemiah, Azaham, Ramai, Nehemiah, Mordecai, Bilshan, Mesiphat, Bigwar, Nehu, Bana. These are the names of the men of the people of Israel, the sons of Paruz, 2001, Sinud, 172. The sons of Shephata, 372. The sons of Arah, 652. The sons of Paphat, Moab, of the sons of Jeshua and Joab, 2,802. The sons of Elam, 1,254. The sons of Zatu, 854. The sons of Zakar, 350. The sons of Binu, 608 and 40. The sons of Bibal, 608 and 25. The sons of Azagad, 2,302 and 25. The sons of Adonikam, 600 and 365. The sons of Bigol, 2,307. The sons of Adin, 650. The sons of Atar of Hezekiah, 99 and 8. The sons of Hashum, 380 and 25. The sons of Bizar, 304 and 2. The sons of Harif, 102. The sons of Gibbon, 99 and 5. The men of Bethlehem and Netapal, 165 and 8. The men of Anato, 188 and 25. The men of Beth Azumoto, 2 and 40. The men of Krilentam, Chapman and Beirut, 109 and 3 and 40. The men of Raham and Gaba, 601 and 20. The men of Mikaz, 100,002 and 25. The men of Bethel and Ai, 100,003 and 25. The men of the other Nebu, 2 and 50. The sons of the other Elam, 1,200 and 450. The sons of Harim, 320. The sons of Jericho, 350, 400. The sons of Lod Hade and Ono, 601 and 25. The sons of Sinir, 3,930. Priests, the sons of Jeddah of the house of Jehoshua, 973. Sons of Imah, 1,250. The sons of Pashur, 1,274. The sons of Harim, 1,017. The Levites, the sons of Jeshua of Kandima, and sons of Hudah, 74. The singers, the sons of Asaph, 108 and 40. The porters, the sons of Shalom, the sons of Atta, the sons of Tanam, the sons of Akub, the sons of Hatid, the sons of Shobai are 180 and 30. The Nehatim, the sons of Zeel, the sons of Hashupu, the sons of Tabato, the sons of Keru, the sons of Seir, the sons of Padon, the sons of Laban, the sons of Hagar, the sons of Shalom, the sons of Hannah, the sons of Gidel, the sons of Gar, the sons of Regan, the sons of Rizim, the sons of Nekado, the sons of Gazim, the sons of Viza, the sons of Pazim, the sons of Bizar, the sons of Melu, the sons of Nephizi, the sons of Bagok, the sons of Hakob, the sons of Hama, the sons of Bazur, the sons of Mehada, the sons of Hasha, the sons of Bakos, the sons of Cesar, the sons of Tamar, the sons of Nizar, the sons of Hatipa, the sons of Savan of Solomon, the sons of Sutar, the sons of Sophrat, the sons of Prada, the sons of Izar, the sons of Dakun, the sons of Gida, the sons of Shephata, the sons of Hatil, the sons of Pokat, of Zibam, the sons of Amur, all the Netana and the sons of Solomon's servants were 392. This came from Tamar, from Tel Harash, from Cherub, from Adon, and from Ima. But they could not tell either their paternal house or their descendants, or whether they were of Israel. The sons of Delilah, the sons of Tobiah, the sons of Nekoda, 600 and 204. Of the priests, the sons of Habiba, the sons of Hakuz, the sons of Brazilla, who took to wife one of the daughters of Brazilla, the Gileadites, and was named after them. These sought their writing of genealogies, but could not find it. Therefore, they were removed from the priesthood. The Teresha told them that they would not eat of the most holy until a priest arose with Viram and Tumir. The whole community consisted of 240,000 people, 365, beside their servants and their elders, who were 200,000. 365 and 33, and they had 255 men and women singing. Their horses were 700 and 600 and 30, and their mules 254, and their camels were 455, and their asses 620. Some of the chief fathers went to work. The Tishat devoted themselves to the treasury, 1,000 drams of gold, 50 basins, 530 priestly garments. Some of the chief fathers gave to the treasury of the work 20,000 drams of gold and 2,200 pieces of silver. The rest of the people gave 20,000 drams of gold and 2,000 pieces of silver and 3 dozen priestly garments. And the priests and the Levites and the porters and the singers and the rest of the people and the Nethim and all Israel dwelt in their cities. And when the 10th month came, the children of Israel were in their cities. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 8. All the people gathered in the street that was before the water gate and spoke to Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law of Moses, which the Lord had commanded Israel. And Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation of men and women, and to all who could hear and understand it, on the first day of the 7th month. And he read therein in the way that was before the water gate, from morning until noon, before men and women and all who understood it. And the ears of all the people heard the book of law. Ezra the scribe stood on a wooden pulpit he had built for preaching. Beside him stood Mattaniah, Semaiah, Ananias, Vegel, Hilkiah, and Manasseh on his right, and on his left Pedaiah, Mishael, Malachi, Hashum, Hashibadam, Zechariah, and Mesudham. And Ezra opened the book before all the people, for he was near all the people. And when he opened it, all the people stood. Ezra prayed to the Lord, the great God, and all the people answered, Amen and Amen. Lifting up their hands, and they prostrated themselves and worshipped the Lord with their faces to the ground. Jeshua, Bani, Sherebam, Jamad, Akub, Shabita, Hodiah, Manasseh, Kilat, Azara, Jozabad, Hannah, Pella, and the Levites also made the people understand the lamentation, and the people remained in their places. They read the book of God's law clearly, understood its meaning, and made the people understand the reading. Then Nehemiah, who is Tirisha, the priest, is the priest Ezra, the scribe, and the Levites who were instructing the people, said to all the people, "This day is holy to the Lord your God. Do not panic or weep." For all the people wept at hearing the words of the Lord. He also said to the Levite, "Go, eat the fat, drink the sweet, and send some to those for whom no one is prepared, for this day is holy to our Lord. Therefore do not be sad, for the joy of the Lord is your strength." Then the Levites made silence throughout the people, saying, "Be still, for this day is holy, therefore do not be sad." Then all the people began to eat and drink, sending away a portion and making great rejoicing, because they understood the words they have been taught. On the second day, the principal fathers of all the people, the priest and the Levite, gathered with Ezra the scribe, that he too might instruct them in the words of the law. They found it written in the law which the Lord had commanded through Moses, that the children of Israel were to dwell in garments during the feast of the 7th month, and that they were to proclaim and have proclaimed in all the cities and in Jerusalem, "Go to the mountain and bring olive branches, pine branches, myrrh branches, palm branches, and branches of old trees, to make clothes, as it is written." So the people went and brought them and made clothes of them, every one on the roof of his house, in the courts of the house of God, in the street by the water gate, and in the street by the gate of Ephraim. All the congregation of those who had come out of the captivity again made themselves cloaks and sat down under the cloaks, because from the time of Jeshua the son of Nun still until now the children of Israel had not done so, and the joy was very great. And he read in the book of the Lord of God every day, from the first day to the last day. And the feast was kept for 7 days. And on the 8th day, a solemn assembly was made according to the rules. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 9. On the 4th and 12th day of this month of the children of Israel gathered together with fasting, sackcloth, and ate on them. The children of Israel separated themselves from all the strangers and stopped to confess their sins and the iniquities of their fathers. Then they stopped at their place and read the book of lamentation of the Lord their God 4 times during the day. They confessed and worshipped the Lord their God 4 times. Then they stood on the decks of the Levite, Joshua, Bani, Kadam, Shembani, Bunni, Shebeah, Bani, and Shinnah, and cried with a loud voice to the Lord their God. And the Levite said, Jeshua and Kadime, Bani, Habani, Sherebam, Hodiah, Sherebam, and Petaniah, arise and praise the Lord your God for all your life, and praise your glorious name, O God, who excels all thanksgiving and all praise. Thou alone art thou, Lord. Thou hast made the plateau and the plateau of all the plateaus with all their hosts, the earth and all things therein, the seas and all that is therein, and thou preserve them all, and the army of the plateau worshipped thee. You are Lord, the God who chose Abram, brought him out of Ur into Chadar, and gave him the name Abraham. You found his heart faithful before you, and made a covenant with him to give his descendants the land of the Kenites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Jebusite, and the Greek Goshen. And you have performed your words, for you are righteous. Thou hast also considered the affliction of our fathers in Egypt, and hast heard the cry by the Red Sea, and thou didst perform signs and wonders upon Pharaoh, and upon all his servants, and upon all the people of his land, because thou knewest that they dealt hotly against them. Therefore thou didst make them thyself a name, as it appears this day. For thou made a breach in the sea before them, and they passed through the midst of the sea upon the dry land. And those who pursued them, thou cast them into the deep like a stone into the great waters. And thou didst guide them by day with a pillar of cloud, and by night with a pillar of fire, to give them light in the way that they went. Thou wentest down also to Mount Sinai, and did speak unto them from on high, and did impart unto them righteous teachings, true laws, standards, and good commands. Declared to them your holy Sabbath, and commanded them precepts, rules, and laws by the hand of Moses your servant. He gave them bread of the ground for their hunger, and caused water to flow from the river for their thirst, and promised them to enter and take possession of the land for which thou hast lifted up thy hand to give them. But they and our fathers behaved proudly and hardened their neck, so that they did not listen to your commands, but refused to obey, and would not remember the wondrous works which thou had done for them, but hardened their necks, and set their minds to return to bondage by the rebellion. But thou, O God of mercy, grateful and full of compassion, of long sufferings and great mercy, hast not forsaken them. Moreover, when they made them a molten calf, and said, This is your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, and committed great blasphemies, nevertheless, you, because of your great mercies, did not forsake them in the wilderness. The pillar of cloud did not depart from them by day to show them the way, nor the pillar of fire by night to show them the light and the way to follow. Moreover, you gave your good spirit to instruct them. You did not withhold your man from their mouth, and you gave them water for their thirst. You also fed them for 400 years in the wilderness. They lacked nothing. Their garment did not grow old, and their feet did not swell. Then you delivered them from kingdoms and people, and scattered them to every corner. So they possessed the land of Shihon, the land of king of Heshbon, and the land of Og, king of Bashan. And thou didst multiply their sons as the stars of heaven, and didst bring them into the land of which they had spoken unto their father, that they might go there and possess it. So the sons entered in and took possession of the land, and you subdued before them the inhabitant of the land, that is the Canaanites, and delivered them into their hands with their kings and the people of the land, that they might do what they pleased with it. And they took their strong cities and the fat land, and possessed houses full of every good thing, dug citrons, vineyards, olive trees, and trees for food in abundance. And they ate and were satisfied and fattened, and enjoyed themselves because of your great goodness. Yet they were disobedient, rebelled against you, threw your law behind their back, killed your prophet who had protested among them to convert them to you, and committed great blasphemy. Therefore, you delivered them into the hands of their enemies, who persecuted them. Yet in the time of their affliction, when they cried out to you, you heard them from above the heavens, and through your great mercies, you endowed them with saviors, who removed them from the hands of their adversaries. But when they rested, they returned to arms before you. Therefore, you left them in the hand of the enemy, so that they had dominion over them. But when they gathered themselves together and cried out to you, you heard them from above and delivered them according to your great mercy many times. And you protested in their midst that you would bring them back to your law. But they behaved themselves with pride, and did not listen to your command, but sinned against your precept. which a man should follow and abide by, and pulled back their shoulder and stiffened and would not listen. For many years you forbade them to attend. You protested by your spirit and by the hand of your prophet, but they would not listen. Therefore, you gave them into the hand of the prophets of the land. Nevertheless, because of your great mercies, you have not consumed them, nor forsaken them, for you are gracious and merciful God. Now, therefore, our God, the great, mighty, and terrible God, who keep grace and mercy, let all the affliction that has come upon you not seem small to you. That is, for our kings, for our princes, for our priests, for our prophets, for our fathers, and for all your people from the time of the kings of Ashur until now. You are righteous in all that has happened, for you have acted justly, while we have acted wickedly. Our kings and our princes, our priests and our fathers have not cried out your word. They have not heeded your commands and your protests, with which you protested in their midst. They have not served you in their kingdom, in your great goodness that you showed them, and in the great and fat land that you set before them, and they have not allowed themselves to work hard. Today we are servants, and the land that you gave to our fathers to eat its fruit and goodness, behold, we are servants in it. It yields much fruit to the kings whom you have set over us because of our sins, and they have dominion over our bodies and our livestock as they please, and we are in great affliction. Because of all this, we make a short document and write it down, and our princes and our Levites and our priests abides by it. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10. The sealers were Nehemiah, Tyrus, the son of Hakila, and Zedek, Serah, Azara, Jeremiah, Pashur, Amariah, Malachi, Hattush, Shebaniah, Malush, Haram, Merod, Obadiah, Daniel, Ginato, Baruch, Meshuma, Abia, Miam, Maziah, Bigel, Zimeah. These are the priests. The Levites, Jeshua the son of Azaniah, Binu of the sons of Hanadad, Kadima and their brethren, Shabina, Hodea, Kilat, Pelai, Hanum, Michal, Rubo, Hashibah, Zaku, Sheriban, Kodai, Bani, Binyah. The leaders of the people were Paros, Pahat, Moab, Elam, Zatu, Bani, Buni, Azgada, Bigbal, Adonia, Bigul, Adin, Atah, Hezekiah, Azu, Hodai, Hashum, Bezah, Hirim, Naanata, Nebun, Megapash, Meshur, Heziah, Mesaba, Zadok, Jaddal, Pelat, Hannah, Anua, Husha, Hananiah, Hashiba, Haroshan, Pila, Shubak, Ruhum, Hashiba, Namasa, Anea, Hana, Anna, Maluch, Maharam, Bana, the rest of the people, the priests, the Levite, the porters, the singers, the Nedian, and all those who had been separated from the people of the land by the peace of God, their wives, their sons, and their daughters, all who could be recognized, and the foremost of them received it for their brethren, and came to care and keep the law of God, which was issued by Moses, the servant of God, to observe and keep all the commandments of the Lord our God, his teachings and his statutes, and not to give our daughters to the inhabitants of the land, and not to take their daughters for our sons. And if the people of the land brought merchandise on the Sabbath day or live to sell, we would not take it from them on the Sabbath day or on the holy days, and we would not lose the 10th year and the death of every person. And we appointed for ourselves to give every year the 13th part of a shekel for the service of the house of our God, for the loaves for the daily feast, for the daily burnt offering, for the Sabbath, for the new moons, for the solemn feasts, for the sanctified things, for the feast of sins, for atonement, for Israel, and for all the works of the house of our God. We also made lotteries for the wood offering, both for the priests and for the Levites, and for the people to bring into the house of our God from the house of our fathers, whenever it was established, to bury it on the altar of the Lord our God, as it is written in the law, and to bring into the house of the Lord the first fruit of our land, and the first fruit of all the trees year by year, and the firstborn of our sons and of our cattle, as it is written in the law, and the firstborn of our heifers and of our sheep, to bring it into the house of our God, to you, priests who serve in the house of our God, and to bring to the priest in the rooms of the house of our God the first fruit of our dove and our crops, and the fruits of every tree, of wine and oil, and the tithes of our land to the Levites, that the Levite may have tithes in all the cities of our land. And the priest, the son of Aaron, shall be with the Levites. When ye Levites shall take tithes, and the Levites shall bring the tenth part of the tithe to the house of God in the treasury rooms. For the children of Israel and the children of Levi shall bring the offerings of grain, wine, and oil to the building sites, and there shall be the furnishing of the sanctuary there, and the priests who serve there, and the porters, and the fingers, and we will not forsake the house of our God. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 11. The leaders of the people settled in Jerusalem. The other people also drew lots so that one of 10 would dwell in Jerusalem, the holy city, and 9 parties would settle in the cities. The people gave thanks to all the men who were willing to dwell in Jerusalem. These are the chiefs of the province who dwelled in Jerusalem. But in the cities of Judah, each dwelt in his own cities of Israel. The priests, the Levites, the Nethinim, and the sons of Solomon's servants in Jerusalem lived some of the sons of Judah and Benjamin. Of the sons of Judah, Athiah, son of Vizel, son of Zechariah, son of Amariah, son of Shephatiah, son of Mali, son of the sons of Pereza, Melashah, the son of Baruch, the son of Hosea, the son of Hazilah, the son of Adar, the son of Jurabi, the son of Zechariah, the son of Shilon, and all the sons of Pereza who dwelt in Jerusalem were 308 valiant men. These also were the sons of Benjamin: Salu, the son of Meshana, the son of Jodah, the son of Melashah, the son of Pedah, the son of Koliah, the son of Maaseiah, the son of Jetiel, the son of Jeshad, after him Gabriel, Salah, 928. Joah, the son of Zerichi, was the chief of the priests, and Judah, the son of Sinu, was the second in the city. Among the priests was Jedaiah, the son of Jorabi, Jashin, Seriah, the son of Kia, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Merato, the son of Ahitub, was the head of the house of God. Their brothers who worked in the temple were 822. Adiah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Peliah, the son of Amizi, the son of Zechariah, the son of Pashu, the son of Malachi. His brethren, chief of the fathers, were 200 and 204. And Amashiach, the son of Azerah, the son of Ahazah, the son of Meshillim, the son of Imua. The brethren, valiant men, were 111, 8 and 25. Their leaders was Zabidah, the son of Haggidom. Among the leaders was Shema, the son of Ahashaba, the son of Azikram, the son of Hashiba, the son of Bum, Shabota, and Jozabad, leader of the Levites, were in charge of the work of the house of God. Mattaniah, son of Micah, son of Zabad, son of Asaph, was the leader who began the thanksgiving and prayer. Bakubah, the second of his brother, and Abada, son of Shammah, son of Galu, son of Jedud. All the Levites of the holy city were 244. The porters, Akuba, Talam, and their brothers, who gathered the gates, were 102. The rest of Israel, of the priests and Levites, dwelt in all the cities of Judah, each in his own property. The Nehittim settled in the fortress. Zihah and Gispa were beyond the Netahim. The leader of the Levites in Jerusalem was Vizi, the son of Bani, the son of Ashibah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micah. The singers, the sons of Azapah, were in charge of the work of the house of God. For the king had commanded that every day the singers should have a faithful watch. Penita, the son of Mezikab, of the sons of Zerah, the son of Judah, was at the king's disposal in all matters concerning the people. In the villages of their territory, some of the sons of Judah dwelt in Kiriatha Arab, and its villages in Dibon, and its villages in Jekab-Bazil, and its villages in Jeshua, in Mulada, and in Bethel Palat, in Hazashua, in Beersheba, and its villages, in Ziklag, in Makone, and its villages, in Ramah, Zara, and Jemath, Zanua, Adumala, and their villages, Lachish and its field, Azekah and its villages. They settled from Beersheba to the valley of Hinnom. The sons of Benjamin from Geba to Mikesha, to Akai, to Abeta, and their villages, Anatono, Nobi, Anas, Hazar, Ramah, Gimath, Hadiz, Ziban, Nebat, Lord and Ono, in the valley of the carpenters. Among the Levites there were divisions in Judah and Benjamin. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 12. These also are the priests and Levites who went with Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua, Sariah, Jeremiah, Ezra, Amariah, Maluch, Hatush, Shenkaniah, Rehum, Meruma, Idu, Ginot, Abiel, Mani, Magad, Bigel, Shema, Jubro, Jedah, Salu, Amok, Ikah, Jedah. These were the chief priests and their brethren in the days of Joshua. Lewit, Jeush, Binu, Kadim, Sherabah, Judah, Mattaniah were in charge of the thanksgivings. He and his brothers, Bakubaki, Vien, and their brothers were around them during the vigils. Jeshua begat Joachim. Joachim also begat Elisheba. Elisheba begat Jehoadad. Jehoadad begat Jonathan, and Jonathan begat Ladua. In the days of Joachim were these: the chief fathers of the priests. Under Shemaiah was Meriah, under Jeremiah Hananiah, under Ezra Meshullam, under Amariah Johan, after Meluka, Jonathan after Shebaniah, Joseph from Haram, Adna from Maratha, Helkila from Idu, Zachariah, Ginoto, Meshullam from Abiel, Zichri, Mina, Mwado, Peter from Bigel, Shamal from Shinnah, Jonathan from Logrib, Matana from Lydia Viz, under Salah, Kalal under Amok, Elba from Hika, Hashiba from Lida, Netanel. In the days of Elishaba, Joadan, Joan, and Lodua were written the principal fathers of the Levites and the priests in the reign of Darius the Persian. The sons of Levi, The chief fathers were written in the book of Chronicles unto the days of Jonah, the son of Elishab. The leaders of the Levites were Hasheba, Sherebiah, and Jehash, the son of Kandana, and their brethren, around them to give prayers and thanksgiving, according to the order of David the man of God, to protect themselves from war. Metana, Bakabuk, Obidai, Meshullam, Tamuel, and Akub were gatekeepers who gathered the war at the threshold of the gate. These were in the days of Joachim, the son of Jeshua, the son of Jozadak, in the days of Nehemiah, the leader, Ezra the priest and scribe. On the occasion of the dedication of the walls of Jerusalem, they sought out the Levites in all their places to lead them to Jerusalem to celebrate the dedication and rejoicing with thanksgiving and singing, cymbals, viols, and harps. Then the singers gathered from the plain around Jerusalem and from the villages of Netapol, from the house of Giga, from the villages of Geba and Azumet, because the singers had built villages around Jerusalem. The priests and the Levites were cleansed and did the cleansing of the people, the gates and the walls. Then I led the princes of Judah to the walls and formed two great companies to give thanks. One went to the right of the walls, to the dung gates. After them went Osahah and half the prince of Judah, Azara, Ezra, and Meshullam, Judah, Benjamin, Shammah, and Jeremiah, and of the priests, the sons of trumpeters, Zechariah the son of Jonathan, the son of Semah, the son of Mattara, the son of Michael, the son of Zakur, the son of Azab, and his brethren, Semiel, Azara, Mila, Gila, Maiah, Mattel, Judah, Hananiah with the musical instrument of David, the man of God. And Ezra the scribe went before them. At the gate of the fountain, in front of them, they passed through the walls of the city of David, beyond the house of David to the water gate towards the east. The second group of those giving thanks went to the other side, and I followed them. Half the people were by the wall and by the area of the fornacles as far as the broad wall. Then by the gate of Ephraim, by the old gate, by the Fetch gate, by the area of Hanea and the area of Meah, as far as the sheep gate, they stopped at the wall gate. So the two companies of those who had given thanks remained in the house of God, and I have the leaders with me, and also the priests, Elikama, Messiah, Minmian, Michael, Helnion, Zechariah, Hanian with trumpet, Messiah, Zemal, Elizar, Vizo, Junual, Machiga, Elam, and Elza. The singer sang loudly with Izaram, who was the overseer. On the same day, they offered great sacrifices and gathered together, for God had given them great joy, so that the women and children were filled with joy, and the joy of Jerusalem was heard far away. At the same time, men were appointed outside the chambers of the storehouses for the offering, for the first fruit, and for the tithes, to collect in them from the fields of the cities and the portions of the law for the priests and for the Levite. For Judah worked for the priests and for the Levites who served. The singers and the Levites observed the service of their God and the war of purification according to the orders of David and Solomon his son. Indeed, in the days of David and Asaph, there were formerly singers of the first rank who sang songs of praise and thanksgiving to God. In the days of Zerubbabel and in the days of Nehemiah, all Israel gave portions to the singers and porters, each day his portion. They gave the holy things to the Levites, and the Levites gave the holy things to the sons of Aaron. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 13. On that day, the book of Moses was reread in the presence of the people, and it was written therein that the Ammonites and the Moabites should not enter the congregation of God, because they did not go out to meet the children of Israel with bread and water, but hired Balaam against them, that he might curse them. And our God turned the curse into a blessing. When they had heard the law, they separated from Israel all who were mixed. Before that, Elishama the priest had opened the doors of the chamber of the house of our God. Being Tobiah's kinsman, he had prepared for him a large chamber, and there they had already laid down the offering, the incense, the vessel, the tithes of grain, wine, and oil, intended for the Levites, the singers, and the porters, and the offerings of the priests. But in all this time I did not remain in Jerusalem, for in the 213th year of Artashshad, king of Babel, I came to the king, and after some days presented myself to the king. When I had come to Jerusalem, I understood how much Elishama had done for Tobiah, having a chamber built for him in the courtyard of the house of God, and it struck me greatly. So I threw out of the chamber all the furnishing of Tobiah's house. Then I commanded them to set the chambers on fire, and I brought there again the furnishings of the house of God with the decoration and incense. I found that the portion of the Levite had not been consumed, and that everyone had fled to his own land, but the Levites and the singers who performed the work. Then I took back the leaders and said, "Why is the house of God forsaken?" I gathered them together and put them in their place. Then I brought to all Judah the tithes of grain, wine, and oil to the treasuries. And I made the treasurers of the treasuries the priests Shahaman, and the scribe Zadok, and of the Levite Pedila, and under their hand Hannah the son of Sagar, the son of Mantana, because they were counted faithful and had the duty of distributing to their brethren. Remember me, O my God, and do not blot out my deeds that I have done on the house of my God and his office. In those days I saw in Judah those who trod wine presses on the Sabbath day, who carried sheep, who loaded donkeys with wine and grapes and figs, and all the weight, and carried them to Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I protested against them on the day that they sowed vines. There also dwelt the men of Tyre, who brought fish and all kinds of merchandise, and sold on the Sabbath day to the children of Judah, also in Jerusalem. Then I rebuked the leaders of Judah and said to them, "What on earth is this thing that you are doing and violating the Sabbath day? Did not your fathers do so? And did not our God bring all this plague upon you and upon this city? Yet you increase wrath on Israel by violating the Sabbath." When the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, I commanded the gates to be shut and not to be opened until after the Sabbath. And some of my servants put me at the gates on that no burdens would be carried on the Sabbath day. So the captains and marchers of all the goods remained once or twice all night without Jerusalem. I protested in their midst and said to them, "Why do you toil all night around the walls? If you do it one more time, I will lay hands on you." From that time, they no longer came on the Sabbath day. Then I told the Levites that they should be on their guard and come to guard the gate to keep the Sabbath day holy. Remember me, O my God, in this matter, and forgive me according to your great mercy. In those days I also saw women marrying wives from Ashdod, Ammon, and Moab. Their sons spoke half in the language of Ashur and could not speak in the language of Jews, according to the language of either people. Then I rebuked them and cursed them and struck some of them and tore off their ears and took another for God. You shall not give your daughters to their sons, nor take their daughters for your sons, nor for yourself. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin of these things? Yet among many nations there was no king like him, for he was well liked by his God, and God had made him king of Israel. yet unknown women made him sin. Should we then obey you to go to all this great trouble and to transgress our God? That is, to marry strange women? One of the sons of Joiada, the son of Elisheba the priest, was the son-in-law of Sanballat the Horonite, but I cast him out of me. Remember those, O my God, who defy the priesthood and its messenger and the Levites. Then I cleansed them from all the strangers and apportioned the wards of the priests and the Levites, each in his office, and for cutting wood at times, and for the first fruits. Remember me, O my God, in good.